Listen to this track, bitch. Hey.
And here we go. Alright, what is up? Your boy's here, and I want to talk about Goblin Slayer episode 1. This is kind of like a little bit of a review. I am going to start showing y'all my reactions and giving you a little bit of review together on Goblin Slayer, and I plan on getting back into my Overlord because I heard they just did season 3, so now I can get back in it because I was caught up and then I kind of let it build up so I can enjoy. I really don't like watching animes one episode at a time by week because I don't have a set schedule. So anyways, let's talk about Goblin Slayer episode 1. First off, there's a few things you need to understand about animes like Goblin Slayer, right? Which I know nothing about till after watching episode 1. The thing that attracted me is I saw the preview on YouTube for the Crunchyroll. I looked at the art, said I want to watch that. That's how I mainly make most of my judgments on what I want to watch, is by the art. Saw that, said I want to watch it. Now, there was a couple of signs leading me into what type of anime this was, and I'm going to talk about it. One, the chick that they showed, the little priestess, right? She didn't know much. She just wanted to help. I knew right then that things were going to end really, really bad, or she was going to witness something really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? So then, another sign that things were going to go bad. One, when people introduce themselves and want you to join their crew, but you don't learn their names, and I mean by the viewer watching the show don't learn their names, that means they're not important. They probably finna get murked out. Okay? Another sign, and this is for any anime show that has a quest giver or anything like that. When they mention doing something around that person and that person shows concern, normally that means somebody or somebody's is finna die. Okay? Or it's going to be a drastic situation and you're going to escape barely with your life. That's normally the way it works on a lot of shows. Like if they're like, yeah, we're going to go fight those trolls, they're like, not the trolls. You sure you guys don't want to do something else? Like, we have like werewolves here. It's just like one werewolf. Sure you want to? We got slimes here. You sure you don't want to do a slime? Like, when the quest giver is trying to redirect you to something else, that means that is not what you need to be doing. Now, another thing, overly confident sword users normally mean they gonna die. Okay, I've been around like really stuck up magic users, and normally they're the ones who survive because they're the ones who is like really cautious and stuff like that. But sword users that are very overly confident normally die, get maimed, or have to learn a lesson. So let's jump into what happened throughout this episode. Now, they go to investigate some goblins, right? They then decide to hunt the goblins down in their own territory, which is a mistake unless you know what you're doing. So that's another mistake right there. The chick being a fighter, I guess, or a monk style type character was awesome. You don't really see a lot of those in these type of shows, or they're not highlighted really. So to see one of those in the very beginning was also very it was a bit of a change. Normally you got a tank, you got like a damage dealer, a caster, and a healer. That's normally what you see in these type of setups. So then we get to the nitty gritty. The goblins show up, right? Now, I have a little bit of a issue with goblins because coming off of, I think it's called Grimnir Ash or something like that, they kind of like trying to make you feel for the goblin, like, hey, the goblins really want to live too, you know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of like, you know, goblins ain't really all that bad now, you know what I'm saying? But this show completely got me back to goblin hate mode, which is where I needed to be at in the first place. So I'm happy. Now, when they first get attacked by the goblins, things go south. The goblins end up behind them, right? The magic chick killed one, then she gets him down and stabbed. I'm like, damn, wasn't expecting the magic person to be the first one to go. They got that ass. She tried to heal her. The sword guy came back with the monk chick. They started fighting. I'm like, damn, so now they're gonna be in a messed up situation because the master caster's down and she had to heal her and use one of those 3 healing spells. I figured that she was going to use one on each person and they were barely going to survive. I wasn't expecting what happened. Now, then the dude shows up with the sword. He kills like 2, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think he kills 2. He's swinging that sword and then it hits the top of that cave, which he did before, but I didn't really pay no attention the first time. But he hit the top of that cave. And when he hit the top of that cave, it was like they were all on him. They hemmed him down, chopped off his arm, started stabbing him. I was like, damn, like, okay, here we go. What's gonna happen now? Monk chicks show up, kill like 2 or 3 of them, throwing hands, just throwing hands. Then the big one show up, catch that Chun-Li kick, was like, broke that. I was like, oh, slammed her up against the wall, slammed her again. I'm like, dang, she gonna be dead, but she wasn't dead. They didn't even get finished with her yet. Threw her down, threw that ass around, got her up in that Brett Kavanaugh type position. Was like, we taking this. Now, when it comes down to that type of stuff, I personally don't really know what is the course of that, unless it's to just instill more fear and more terror and make the enemy look, as a viewer, like you're like, damn, that's kind of like messed up. Because when it came like from rape and, you know, animes, it was, I haven't seen a whole lot of it from like creatures to humans, except for in Berserk. And in Berserk, it served a purpose. I know like them trolls, when they captured all the women, they were using them to breed, because like the little trolls would pop out of their belly and stuff like that. So that was a thing. But in this, it never really explains whether it's just there to cause more despair to the situation and really have you like, yeah, all the goblins need to die, or if they're actually breeding, because I don't really know. I've never seen a goblin situation where they actually show how goblins reproduce. In all the animes I've watched with goblins, I've never seen it. But they always seem to say they reproduce fast. So I never really understood it, because I think I've only seen 2 where there's like female goblins in it. These all look like male goblins, because they all seem to want to take a turn with the chicks. But I don't know if they actually reproduce. So I didn't really understand that part of it. I thought they were going to get to that when they got to the end of the show, but they really didn't do it. So then she's getting power drived. The chick is trying to escape. She just left her there, like, and she kept saying, "I'm sorry." She's trying to carry the magic caster. Magic caster wasn't getting better. And then she gets hit with an arrow. She goes down. I said, they finna wipe. They first quest, they finna get wiped. I can't believe this. And then they show up. They start ripping the clothes off the magic caster. I was like, dang. Chick pee on herself. I'm like, damn. And then the guy shows up. He was walking in there. You know when that guitar music hits, you know he a badass. When the guitar music hits, you're just like, oh yeah, he finna kill some stuff. Came in. I'm talking about like that little thing he tried to shoot that little baby arrow. He was like, tink. I'm like, man, get that shit out of here. Tried to run up, got shield bashed into the wall, straight Captain America. Shield bash. Like, bam. And then set on fire in the face. I was like, this dude's ruthless. This is what I'm talking about. I ain't had my berserk fix in a while. This is what I'm talking about right here. Somebody that's ruthless with it. Came in. So then the other one, he tried to run away, and then I thought like the chick was gonna slip up and let him go, but she stopped him. Sword to the back of the dome. Like, yes, get him. That was just about to Donald Trump that match chick, but he stopped that from happening, which is great. So then he started explaining everything, and it started making sense. Like, y'all some damn novices. Even though the magic chick kind of had a better understanding, she like, y'all bring some magic items? Nope, you a healer. I'm like, I never trust healers. I'm one of them people, like on Monster Hunter, it's like I'm drinking a potion while I'm standing in the middle of like a healing thing and my cat healing me. I stay healed up. Like, it's what I do. You play enough RPGs, you know that's what you gotta do. So he started explaining everything, start showing how they got behind them, what's happening, what's going on, start showing them how to kill them. And I mean, and it's kind of tight because he showed up as like this badass, but at the same time he still needed to use particular methods to take them down. So I was like, dang. So it's still a difficult thing, but he's just so experienced at doing it. I was like, oh, that's what's up. So then he goes, and then he shows how they're being led, what happened, and then the baby goblins is there. Now this is where I was like, oh man, please don't mess this show up. This show is going in the right direction, and I think they're gonna mess it up. Cause I ain't never read anything. I'm just saying. Cause she was like, what if there's a good goblin? I was like, oh, please don't put no bad guy, good guy. You know what I'm saying? Bad goblin, good goblin character in this show. Like, I don't need the goblin slayer starting to hesitate on killing goblins. He needs to be killing goblins. So I'm really sitting there like, don't mess this up. I understand if you're trying to activate the fields or show some mercy, but they just came through, you know, raping women, taking stuff, and then going back to their lair. No, that's not how we get down. Goblins gotta die. So I'm kind of hoping they don't go that direction. I hope that was just like an episode thing to make you be like, dang, you know, like the goblins do protect their own or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, she's ready to go back. She gets some chain mail so she can be a little bit more ready. She needs some antidotes because they be poisoning people, you know what I'm saying? I am excited for the next episode of this show. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. You guys let me know what you think about the show down below. Next episode, episode 2, I will bring my reaction along with the review. But this is a show I am trying to keep up with for sure. And I will definitely be going back to Overlord. I think season 3 is almost over. So now I got plenty to watch. So be on the lookout for those videos as well. Anyway, that's going to do it for your boy. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. Your boy is Nixon.